Well, that's a nice guy. That was a nice guy. I used to live there. It's only 5 minutes from here. It's a 5 minutes drive. It's only 20 minutes walk from here, but it makes all the difference. Mountain life. Mountain life. Should it be a show gifts at the top? I don't know. Let's try that, shall we? Because I got a gift yesterday. I got gifted. Totally got gifted. Right. So what are we doing? I have no idea. I just wanted to be online for like before 11. I was improving my system because what I've kind of got an idea to do is before every start of every live stream, or even every start of a tune, or could be anything that you do, is just make one improvement, just small improvement. Yeah, it only has to be small. Usually I end up doing something quite big. What's up, Mason? First. What's good? I'm good. Are you good? I've had about an hour, but I'm already sat on the computer for about an hour. Just kind of messing with new File Explorer, because Windows 11 File Explorer is an abomination. It's just, they should have just left it. They've always done a good Windows File Explorer. Windows has, Microsoft. It's always done the job. Basic, but does the job. So imagine trying to improve something and making it worse. I hate that. It's just like the workmanship used to be quality at Microsoft, and now I'm losing faith. But I'm still a Windows guy over a Mac, but because literally here's the solution. I don't know actually how I got onto this. But I got onto this today. It's called One Commander. I can't remember how I got onto it though. I was searching for something. And I saw the concept. Maybe I was trying to fix it again, because I've had multiple times trying to fix Windows File Explorer. I've been trying everything to try and find a workaround for this very frustrating problem that I have with it. And apparently not many other people seem to have it, and I don't want to reinstall Windows and all the apps, because that would take pretty much a whole week. I mean, I've got that much software to reinstall. It would just take ages. So I'm not in it for that. I'm in it for plasters. So that's what I did. So I became aware of this software called One Commander. It's free for home use, and it works. Look, this is when you click a folder, and I've configured this to be, it's like a Mac layout. When you click, this sounds going to sound ridiculous, but when you click a file, it loads the file, and the menu doesn't jump to desktop. And that's what Windows File Explorer or Windows 11 File Explorer did. It would randomly jump. Absolutely drove me nuts. And it has some nifty features in here as well. Like how many days ago it says. I mean, you can always read the dates. I have no problem reading dates, but it's just a nice little feature, isn't it? This was modified 8 days ago. It's useful, especially for me, because I want to know. I don't want to work on stuff, younger than a few days, like that. So what are we going to work on? We've just got a whole new system here going. Let's work on something from the draft pile. See, that was 16 days ago. Let's listen. Yeah, I'm gonna load this. And we're gonna listen all the way through. Thank you, Mason. And music request again. I've got to work on this at the moment, Tom. I want to finish this track, so I'm at this set the draft process. So I work in Ableton. I make music in Ableton live. This player happens to be called Februrary 2000. Alright, DJ Siege. Yes, Tom, definitely. We'll probably end up doing music requests. That's kind of what's happening a few times when I run out of ideas. But I need to make progress on this at some point. I'm going to try a little bit now. Good job. Well done, DJ Siege. Well done. That's good to hear. Glue. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah. I know Glue. That was like on the radio a lot. 6 Music. That's always usually what's on in the car when I'm driving around. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's very accessible. So I'm going to load this. So I'm going to go back in here and load it. That just works. Oh, I did a drum solo here. I think music needs more crazy. My music needs more crazy stuff going on. I used to do really crazy stuff, like when I first started out. My mind wasn't plagued by genres and rules and expectations, and with a little like marketing voice at the back of my head going, no one's going to listen to it unless you do this kind of, and then trying to suppress, and it's too late, there's no going back. So I have to like really think. It's almost like I'm trying to channel what I was doing 20 years ago. If I want to do boundless creative stuff. Any tips for mixing? The number one tip, I guess, is don't use any plugins. Just do levels first before anything. That's like the most important. I think it's sort of referred to as gain staging. But that's all in the very first mixing desks, in the very first like recording studios, they were just there was no EQ, you just had levels, and if they wanted to change the way something sounded that wasn't just volume, they would get them to sing differently or play differently or step back from the mic. So and it is still kind of like the best way. Basically, the modern equivalent is just choosing, if you're doing it all electronic sound choosing, choose the best sounds from the beginning. Change the sounds. Don't try and fix it in the mix. So good sound selection and levels, and that'll get you like, I don't know how far, 95% of the way there. If it like there's some like old, you can hear it in like old school hardcore breakbeat, and there'll be other genres. I was really into like old school hardcore, and the best tunes get signed to labels, and then out of all those best tunes, in any given month, the DJs will play the best ones, and then you obviously, they're the ones that everyone knows, that everyone gets to know, classics. And they all use the same pretty much hardware. What was available at the time, it was analog desks and samplers, and very basic EQs even. And if they got the sound choice right, it was bang on. You didn't need to EQ loads. You didn't need, a few delay effects was all right, but yeah, you don't need to overthink. Well, so you don't need to overthink mixing. I have many times, but that's the basic tip. That's the one to go for, Scott. I try and that's how I start. Mix with levels, and then you can start using panning to sort of create a sense of space, and add some reverb to give something some width and space. Reverb can be used for different things. But yeah, keep it simple. No one got anywhere making things complicated. Maybe they did. Rarely. Autica, from their perspective, I don't know if you've listened to any Autica. Their music sounds like really incredibly intricate, and like people who make music wonder how the hell they made it. But from their perspective, they've built loads of little devices that can generate lots of this stuff, and they just kind of curate the sounds that come out of it. And from their perspective, it's probably quite simple. No problem, Scott. Anytime. Late 90s, early 2000s trance. Yeah, that was a good time for dance music overall. Yeah, I never fully got into trance, but you would hear the best stuff on the radio, I guess. The big saw lines. 72 tracks. Oh yeah, I don't even use all these though. Like, if we count how many's been used here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The others are just kind of there in case I want to quickly access a preset, but it slows everything down by having this many tracks. I don't need, so it's only 14 tracks that you can hear, because these were muted as well. But then I've seen some noisier projects when they've shared their videos, and there's one of my favorite tracks, I think it's Foundations it's called, and I've played that in a DJ set, and it just, it's like the loudest, clearest track. You switch into it and it's just like dum dum, and everyone's like, "Way!" because it just sounds so good as soon as it drops. And they shared what that project looked like, and it's more than 14 tracks. It's like, I don't know if it was like 40 or 50 tracks, but lots of bits of chopped up audio spread out, you know, because they're having different effects every few seconds or just on one bit of sound, so they've got it on a separate track. It's better if it's audio actually on separate tracks. It seems to load quicker. Adagio for strings, yeah. Isn't that supposed to be like rated one of the most sad like sounding tracks? I disagree. I think there's way more sad feeling tunes out there. It's good though. Harry, thanks for following. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I guess it's in popular culture. Everyone kind of knows that track, and the music taste might not go beyond, you know, just what they hear on the radio. Someone classed. I was listening to the radio. Who was it? I don't know if it was on a TikTok, and someone said, like, real music, serious people who are seriously into music don't listen to the radio much, and they're like, are more about carrying albums everywhere and listening to albums and stuff. And I get that, but I do listen to the radio a lot because I struggle to choose what I want to listen to. I want someone to do it for me. I've got enough to think about, and it's good for music discovery. Well, I listen to Six Music, and obviously at the BBC, they have this. They choose A-list, B-list, and C-list tunes and they rotate them every. Is it 4 weeks? It's every 4 weeks or 2 weeks, so that you will hear the same tunes all throughout the day, on rotation, and they kind of are influential because they help certain artists and certain tracks get into people's minds and become famous tracks. So they're in quite a powerful position. They have to choose carefully, I guess. Although they'll choose according to the BBC's ethos, which is not always... how can we put it? It's not always what you'd expect it to be. But that's the BBC for you. Yes, you can. You can send it wherever you've got me. It plays trending songs. Yeah, see, Six Music plays like alternative stuff, but it's still new stuff. And there's so much money in getting radio placements. I'd still love to. I know that to get radio placements, you have to pay loads of money for it sometimes. Obviously, BBC has this thing where the BBC introducing and tracks from genuine talent with no money can based on purely the merit of the music and the artist making it, can make its way to the top, and it can become famous overnight. It's rare though. But for everyone else, for a record label with lots of money who've listened and sign a band and goes, you know, they've taken a risk going, we've signed you, and this tune, we really love this song, and we know what good taste in music is, and we're going to push this tune out, and then they'll pay people. I don't know how they do it. I don't know whether it's like fine dining the like execs of the radio stations out there. I assume that's kind of it's sort of like that. It might not be cash straight into the bank account. It might be though. It's like pay to play, and then then they get pushed out, and money buys influence, doesn't it? It doesn't matter where in the world. If you've got money, you can push stuff into people's consciousness, music or otherwise. Yes, send me that SoundCloud link. Yeah, Add me on SoundCloud, or where else am I? Insta. My Insta link is on what you call it? TikTok bio. Hey Random, how's it going? What brief genre of music do you produce? Well, D&B, dubstep. This is dubstep. Is it? No, actually, no. What the fuck is this? It's saying dubstep. Hey, but it's at 140. Specs. How you doing? On Instagram. Nice one, Scott. I will be listening to tracks probably in a bit. I have to work on this track first.
One people doing our thing.
Rex. Alright, Rex. Out of Space is a good song, yes it is. Oh, I listened to that in school and I was just like, this is like, I was well excited about it and never heard anything like it. I was into space as well, so it just made it extra special for me. And then it was just like, the music video for it was just these guys in shell suits just like doing some mad stuff in front of a pylon with like these weird colours, and it was the perfect tonic for me. I'd love to like recreate that. Obviously music videos aren't what they used to be. I've always wanted to do a music video. It's a waste of money, they say, just do shorts, but still, like, just the artistry that he can do in a music video is, you know, fun. I think I would do a music video if I had a really big fan base and, you know, it's like a gift to the fans. I think that would be worthwhile then. But until then, I just gotta make shorts somehow. Like, make a coffee and talk about something in front of the camera. I really want to do that. And that's free, you know. Apart from the coffee. And the time it takes to edit it as well. Just installed Ableton on Linux. How did you do that? Is there an Ableton? Is it for Linux or is it Wine? Thinking of getting an MPC 1 Plus. Do you recommend it over Machine? Rex, I cannot answer that question because I've not used either. But any way you can input into a computer, you need some kind of way of inputting rhythms and notes. So from my point of view, either one of them is probably great, but I don't know. I've never used any of them. Maybe someone else. Thank you, Simon, for sending Rose. Simon M. Matthew, thank you for following. Akai, alright, yeah, an Akai MPC 1. I mean, that's like the one that was like a lot of tunes have been made on. They look like a lot of... I did buy just a MIDI controller that was 16 pads ages ago, but the pads were really... It was an Akai one, but the pads were like really hard. I was like hurting my fingers pressing stuff. But it was second hand, and it was, I reckon the pads, it was sold because the pads had worn down or something. It was a very old one. But yeah, an MPC. That's like hip-hop sampling or whatever samples you want to put into it. Seem to be like what all the hip-hop artists would have in their studio. Mason, you're going to go. Take care, Mason. I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Azada, love you too. Wish you the best. Wine and bottles, no way. What does bottles do? Simon M, thank you for following. Right, let's go. So we've got... Don't know whether to go into the drum solo a bit sooner. That's like the bass solo there. Let's move this under here. The reason being, because we want to easily just copy this like that.
People doing our thing.
Ah, nice. It's amazing. You've achieved something there. But how many hours do you reckon that took you random? Because I just at the start of this live stream, I was saying how before every live stream, I try and just improve one little thing about the live stream setup or the way I'm making music or a template. Sounds like this. But I end up doing like an hour. I only need to do a small improvement because over time they will compound. But I end up doing like getting involved in stuff, like messing with auto hotkey last night and the night before that, just tweaking stuff and spending like an hour. Just why won't something work? I was trying to do Windows and End as a hotkey, a Windows hotkey that controls. It would allow me to change something in OBS. I can't remember what it was, and it wouldn't work. And that's why I was like going through the help files, going, "Why is it not working?" And it's always something. When you figure out, it's always something obvious. Let's do some craziness now with this. This is double speed. Let's change it so it's kind of half speed. It's going to be precise. It could sound weird.
People.
Because it would be nice, wouldn't it, if it could go back into dubstep. All you had to do was hit F11. Love it. That's great. Satisfying. Even from I didn't have to sit an hour through it. You've got the answer to something I didn't want to know, but I actually did want to know. Didn't need to know. What if those two were there? So it's like a... does this work even at its half speed in it? Let's see. What are these tracks? These are in a way there. I'm gonna move this all up. Cowbell. Do you know, I should have like should have on this live stream like a little thing every time someone mentions cowbell. It's like an actual cowbell. Just ring it. Duh, 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 duh. Unless you want like an 808 cowbell, which, you know, I could do that. Trustee and Papjas. Thank you, Trustee and Papjas, for following. Sick beat. Thank you, Carlos. And for the suggestion of cowbell. It's always worth considering. Actually, an 808 cowbell might actually work in this. That's jungleistic vibe. Followed me, thank you. I think there is room for cowbell. There is room. Don't. Even if it's just one cow, just one cheeky cowbell. We'll have to put it under the drums. Control T. Which one's the best one? Probably that one. Oh, cracky. Baby noises. That was a bit too high. Oh, I might have to go. Fuck. Software is Ableton Live 12. It's pretty good. Go to check. Thank you, Anonymous. They're okay. I think they went back to sleep. I think this needs a bit of work. Basic shapes. Do some crazy stuff. Why does it do that weird thing at the end? Because it's got pitch pen. Carlos Fandangos, thank you for following. Community choice. Well, you made basslines today. I'm kind of... Yes, it's my track. The local beatnik. This, I mean, probably not. Maybe I might work on bass lines today. We'll see. Just trying to make some progress on this track at the moment. Thank you.
One people doing our thing. One people doing our thing. One people
Cheers.
doing our thing. One people.
I think the vocal helps massively.
One people doing our thing.
different beats on it, and they kind of go together. Thanks for all this love. Do you ever get any sleep? Trap King 69. Yeah, I try and call it a day at 2 a.m. Then I have to get up at 8 sometimes, between 7 and 9, with the babies, and then I try and nap with the babies when I can, and I struggle. It's a long day. 12 hours is a long, like, yes, what, it's all day. That's my job. My eyes twitching. God, that's how bad it is. Been twitching for like a week. Just trying to sleep more to fix it. The vocals. Got any vocals just to change up a bit? Oh. No, I mean, that's something I've always struggled with to put vocals in. I like using vocal hits. It's very like jungle. So when we've just duplicated this, when that happens in this bit, there's a bit of a
our thing.
Yeah, that's it. Just sort of copying these patterns so they sound the same. So the bass carries on, but this goes. Where's my hand symbol? Don't worry me, hand symbol. Why are you doing that? Save it quick. Chop it up. Oh my god, yeah, Carlos. Could. Alright, Young Levs. Could time stretch it. That's some jungle sound right there. One of the good sounds of jungle is to time stretch a vocal. It makes it sound so good. Yeah. Thanks, Scott. Got a bounce. Thank you, local B Nick, for your love. Have a good one. Chop it up to Artie. That doesn't sound right. What is that? Wait, what's going on with my keyboard? Why has it got the hand? Talk to the hand. What the fuck is going on? What am I doing? Seeing how it's a hand. Oh, gone. It thought I was pressing control. Okay, let's listen to this again. Some weird shit's going on now. Let's exit that. Exit this. Still doing it. Exit that. It's got to work. Oh. Okay. Strange. It seems we have some kind of weird thing going on. Pressing space now opens. Right. I've got an idea. Quantize is turned off. Snapped good. Okay. Wow. How bizarre. Never seen anything like that before. Do you feel so much a difference between Live 11 and 12? Yeah, Live 12 has some new plugins and synths. It has like an auto-tune plugin now, which is pretty amazing. It works really well. And it's got some new synths that kind of sound like old, big analog synths. I've only just scratched the surface with those. What else this could be doing this? I've been using Live 11 for quite a long time, and then I've upgraded to Live 12 because I wanted it to fix a bug in one of their own synths. It's like someone makes this synth for Ableton, and I don't think it's really underrated. No one uses it. No one knows about it. It's called Grain Scanner. And it's the best grain synth. I've used all the others, and this is the best one still. You can have 128 layers, and none of the others can do that. And it sounds amazing. It's good for sound design. It's good for making like textures. I made a whole ambient album with the help of this unit. Do you feel there's much difference? Is it hard to switch? Like, do you have to set it up fully again? There was one or two settings it didn't remember, but they weren't massively important. But yeah, when it upgraded, it was pretty easy. Because all your settings are saved. It doesn't like erase over them or anything. So yeah, it remembered. But there's not that many settings to remember anyway in Ableton. That's one of the things, because their Ableton's ethos is basically keep things as simple as possible, whereas Cubase we use highly customizable, and I think FL Studio is the same, so it's good for that, but possibly more headaches when going for a big upgrade. So yeah, so VSTs are all stay in a directory independently installed. So when you change your DAW or upgrade your DAW, it just rescans the VST folder again, and everything should appear again. Live 12, is it like about 400, 500 or something? I can't remember. I got it before Live 12, so I paid for Live 11 and then got the upgrade. Am I going to press play? I'm having some crazy trouble. When I press spacebar, this has never happened before. When I press spacebar, it opens a menu here. How strange is that? I've never seen anything like that. I've saved the project in case it's about to die. Right, let's close that as well. Close this. Logic, you know what? Ftick, Ftalk. That's the way to do it. Stick with what works. There's people, trying to restore Amigas to run Octamed the way music was made during a certain era of dance music making, because of its, it just works one way. And when you've got those restrictions, you work creatively with those restrictions and come out with possibly better stuff. Yeah. So keep on the same version. I don't listen to my own advice, but it is good advice. I should have stuck with Windows 10. I should have stuck with Ableton Live 11. Well, there was a few things to iron out. a few things work differently in the search on Live 12, which was a little bit problematic for me because I was using macros that you use the search in a specific way. But if I'd stuck on Windows 10 and Live 11, I would have saved myself weeks and weeks of pulling my hair out. I'm still pulling my hair out, especially with Windows 11. Ableton Live 12 is good now. I'm happy with it. I've figured things out, but the File Explorer, I'll never stop whinging about it. The workmanship in Microsoft Windows 11 is poo compared to all their other stuff that they've done. File Explorer is dump. So I've got this just today. Come on, One Commander, an alternative. And you might notice Mac users, it's laid. You can have it laid out like a Mac. I like this method of showing folders. It's pretty fucking sweet. One Commander, that's called. And there's another one called Total Commander. Don't know what the difference is, but just trying stuff out. Why am I not on my MacBook? I'm a Windows guy. Always have been. Even with the shitty File Explorer in Windows 11, I'm still sticking with it. But you know, could change in the future if Windows keeps going down the pan. Then I'll have to seriously consider my position. Try pressing tab. Oh, that's weird as well. Why did tab? That should not bring up tab right now. Is it because Windows keeps... Does it think this is a new keyboard and it's a cheap keyboard? I've tried unplugging it and replugging it in just now and it didn't do anything there. Can we listen? Shall we see? No. It still broke. It's as if a key is pressed down. And that is what is causing... I think it thinks the window key is pressed down. So if I unplug the keyboard altogether... I'm plugging my old one, because the old one is shit as well. Cheap mechanical 10 keyless keyboard. I just want a 10 keyless keyboard with brown switches. Don't want any of this. There aren't any expensive ones that work properly. Right. Oh no, it's still doing it. So it's not the keyboard. Sorry, keyboard. Live. It's all live. About the EP release and production. Do you have any beats available? What do you mean, Taryn Richards? You mean available to listen to or to... I've got my SoundCloud. Terrapastel on SoundCloud. Got stuff on there. On Bandcamp. On Spotify. There's stuff on SoundCloud that's not released anywhere else though. Simplistic. Yeah, my problem with Mac is just the amount of... Like, there's loads of cool little apps, and I know there is on Mac as well. I've always been into all those, like, community-made apps, but again, there is on Mac as well, so... like open source, there was a big open source movement for Windows. I assume it still is bigger than the Mac kind of thing, but I don't know. I know that anyone can make an app for a Mac, so I think what pisses me off about Macs is when they decide to stop supporting it. So you could have a Windows XP machine and still run it. I don't know. I guess if you want to upgrade your software, if you want to keep it like Logic Pro on a Mac that's 10 years old, you don't need on either Windows or Mac. you don't need to worry, do you? Just don't connect it to the internet, whatever you do. So I guess I guess Windows stopped supporting stuff as well, but it seems a bit harsh. Because you can't run any other software. You could run Linux on an old Windows PC and turn it into something else. But on a Mac, it's a brick. If they stop supporting it, it's like useless. But you know, maybe it's time to upgrade. Add vocals. Blue Panda. You know what? I love you. I've never met you, but I have love for you. Thank you. Play from the start. I'm having trouble. Look, it's doing that as well. Right, yeah. So I'm going to listen to some advice here and just restart Ableton. Oh, there's Kaz with some pasta buns. Maybe it's time I listen to... Oh, so much weird is happening there, look. I can't change the volume. Okay. Some weird shizzle happening up in the studio. I am working Ableton for life, yeah. Play from the start. I can't do it at the moment, I'm afraid. Something has gone... It's probably the one commander. It's the only thing I've changed. And I made it do a registry change, so it's probably screwed everything. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Max stop supporting stuff. Because they want you to buy the new stuff, obviously. Windows can't do that. Windows doesn't even make much money from its operating system anymore. Microsoft. It's only a small part of their profit. I've got what they make the most money from now. Maybe it was, I think Bing was part of it. Oh, their Office and their storage server, providing servers for websites and stuff. But yeah, it's almost as if they can't even be arsed with Windows anymore, which is really annoying. Hi, Sarah Blow. Thanks for following. It is, isn't it? Office and Teams and all that, something like I've not worked in an office for a long time, but it's a bit of an industry standard, isn't it? Everyone knows how to use Office. Everyone was taught how to use it in school. So it's go with what everyone knows, stick with it. Subscribe. Oops. I have to tell TikTok studio that I still up. I'm in the land of the living. Someone just followed me, apparently. Xbox, yeah, Xbox is in there. What's it called? Xbox Game something. Yeah, COVID. I think it might just be Xbox. It's like a bar, isn't it? Goes along the bottom. Yeah, it's still happening. So if I press space, it brings up the menu, even in the browser. So there's something wrong with the system. Exit. That still does it. Something's doing this. I don't want to restart because I'll have to restart the live stream. Could do. Got a little bit of a problem. See what we've got. Nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, I could just Google it, couldn't I? when I press space, this happens, but I can't even put a space. Sticky keys. Bambuccino. Thank you for following. Sticky keys. Oh, can't even type now. Okay. Something wrong. Let's try and restart File Explorer. It's like a key is pressed that's not supposed to be pressed. But it did it with my other keyboard as well. The only software that's left is OBS. Can't shut that down. A sticky key because of a long brace, and it's Butterfly Warlord. It followed me, thank you. It's because of a long press. Oh. Okay. Oh, the space is working. Okay. It's working again. What did I press? Control then. Okay. It's working. Let's go back into Ableton and see if it works. I think maybe there's a dodgy control. This keyboard, it was just over 20 quid. Amazing. For a mechanical keyboard with brown switches. And it's a 10 keyless, so it's not got the number pad at the side. It's got end, home, and the cursor keys, but it's not got the... So it's a bit smaller, which is just enough room for your mouse. Because I find full-size keyboards a bit too wide. But you try and find a 10 keyless keyboard, is what they're called, that doesn't have the number pad. You try and find one of them that has brown switches. Brown has to be mechanical keyboard. Brown switches are my favourite switch. Without making my own board and everything, because there's this whole... You look on Reddit at people who make keyboards, custom keyboards, and all the custom key molds that they do and stuff. It's a whole genre of like hobby. And I'm like, I don't have time to do that. I just want nice mechanical switches. Yeah, laptop. I used to produce on a laptop, so my girlfriend would go to bed at night, and that's where my studio was. Well, if you know, a table with speakers on it and stuff. I call it my studio, and a bedroom. Bedrooms have really good sound absorption because of the bed. Underrated. Beds are underrated. Sound. Every studio should have a bed in it. And then at night, when she wants to sleep, I go downstairs, take the laptop with me, and just sit on the couch and make some really good stuff. It's just right there in front of you. You don't have to sit down at a desk and get everything set up. No, you just turn the laptop on. And I think that's another reason why I like Ableton, because they've kind of figured out a way of, you can have this on a really small screen, can't you? Like, you know, you could have it like that, and still you can fit, you know, your effects on the bottom. You know, even if it was like a really tiny screen, you can still got these little windows, and you can toggle your browser and stuff. That's what really appealed to me about it. Board. Power cut. Yeah, laptops. That's another great thing about a laptop. Yeah, is it's got a built-in UPS. So if there's a power cut, no problem at all. I recently got a little PC again. I used to build on my own. I recently got a little PC, and I realised as soon as I bought it and got it delivered, plugged in, I was like, oh shit, if the power goes off, that's it. So I was like, damn. And then started looking at UPSs to get the same functionality as a laptop. Like 19-volt UPS, so you plug, yeah, it's just a battery that charges, but I don't even know if they exist. Use it for producing data. Track from the start. Oh yeah, so we're working. Yeah, it works again now. What's the best music production software for house music? I'm just gonna say Ableton because I use Ableton. I've made. I could easily make any genre in here because I know how to use it. A lot of other live streamers I have seen use FL Studio. Maybe try both. Try see what works for you. I think Ableton have simplified music making as much as possible, where you can still do advanced stuff as well. Like you couldn't really make this much simpler, but still have the same amount of control over your sound. I love Aphex Twin, Shintia. I love. Don't know what the first Aphex Twin track I used to listen to. It was back in the day, right? There was this thing called Audio Galaxy. If you're my age, you might know it. It was this little app and a website. Like it was a website where you typed in and looked for new music, and it had everything on it as MP3s. And then you downloaded this accompanying app, this tiny little app, and you would just, whatever you clicked on the website, it would download it to your computer. And it was amazing. And then it got shut down, obviously. They caught up with it. But I discovered so much good music through there. One of them was Aphex, and I can't remember what the first track was. I think Saw, Selected Ambient Works 2, was one that really made me go, wow. And then I Care Because You Do. But Saw 2 is just so infectious. I love it. I've made an ambient album a couple of years ago, because I've always wanted to make something that's like Saw 2. Yeah, block layout. Scott, did you send me a tune? Harder than FL. Maybe it is. Maybe it is if you're approaching it at the same time. This is why you should try both, because you might try and make, a tune in each one, and you might find FL quicker. It might just come quicker to you. You might have some different foundational knowledge, like if you already know how to use a mixing desk, because it's like the mixer seems to be where you add plugins. It might work for you. Different doors work for different people. Ambient tracks with aim and breaks. So yes, I have ambient tracks on my Spotify and SoundCloud, Terrapastel, Bandcamp, and I have under a different name Nextlev. It's just for DMB. I've got some Aimon tracks. Mainly the best one's probably called No Rush. Nextlev, No Rush. Soul Seek's mint as well, yeah. Soul Seek's amazing. Oh, you did. He'll play it soon. Yes, you have faith. I will play it soon. LJK, who are you listening to most? Oh, I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, did you DM? Did you? Let's go to Instagram. Bro, is that? For learners, use Music Maker free. Okay, good tip there from Carlos. Thank you. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, to start off with. I'm not in touch with all which ones are best to start off on. So notifications. Where did you send me this message, Scott? Or did you send it on TikTok? I've got a line and bell up to log in. Here we go. No, it's not there. Wait, what the heck is going on here? I'm so far behind now. C Mate Beats, yes, Savant Music. Is it released? My stuff's on. Yeah, check out my SoundCloud and Nextlev as well. Yeah, I sent you a new track on Insta. Right, it's not there. Unless it's under like thingy messages, but it's there, isn't it? Comments, no. Messages. Oh, no. I don't know why it's not showing up. It's sending me on something else. Sorry, it's not here, Scott. I think Carlos, they have. Ableton has a trail. I'm pretty sure Fruity Loops has one. All in my head's K&R. I'm so far behind it. It's not. All in my head, K&R remix. Bro is not using. I still won't get into this funny comment here. Skill guest, thank you for following. Bro is not using Valhalla Supermassive. Bro is actually using Valhalla. Oh wait, no, I'm not using Supermassive. It's too big. I use Valhalla though. Valhalla is meant for reverbs. Can you type it out? Dude, I'm dying to hear your track. Again. Second drop.
Fun people
DM on Insta.
doing our thing. Fun people doing our thing. Fun people doing our thing. Fun people doing our thing.
you. Yeah, I'm going to play it now. Kiara, Duncan, thanks for following. Respect back to Estonia. Skill guest. What genre is this? I don't know. It's at 140, but it's double speed and it's got a break. So it could be like breakbeat. But I never remember hearing any breakbeat like this when breakbeat was more of a old school breakbeat thing. Which is what I want. I want to bring sounds and ideas from the past into the future. Jungle, yeah, Scott, jungle. It's got all the elements of jungle as well, even though it's only slow. It's 140. It's got breakbeat, it's got vocal hits, it's got bass, and hopefully it's got some soul. That's what I always hope for. The Prodigy vibe, yeah, gotta love the Prodigy. Always trying to find a way to kind of have their swagger on my tracks because they just used all samples most of the time, pretty much. I made some absolute banger, memorable stuff. I haven't brewed for a long time. Brewed, it's a good word. Micro Thor. Let's start all this. I love breaks. Breaks have blessed the world. Outer space. Yeah, we were saying about outer space before Game Boy, without like about an hour ago, being one of my favourite, or that got me into, that really touched my heart, and shook it. Yeah, there was everything about that track. Being into space as well. But seeing some guys like dance like crazy people near pylons. I don't know why that was a mint place to film that music video. And then that reggae sample, which I did not know until years later, was from a reggae track. I didn't even know what reggae was. And that reggae track, listen to that on its own as well. I love how samples open up a future window into a world that you discover later on in life, and you're like, holy shit, reggae is a thing. Wow. So that just makes Prodigy even cooler for showcasing, like. But I mean, reggae created a lot of amazing sounds and music. Micro Thought next time. Okay, so we're gonna listen to this now. It is fun. You've got that piano. Love that piano sound.
Touch, let me show you devotion. Let me light you up. I just wanna show you the dance of my love.
Seen the video, yeah. Just like dancing in a shell suit on a farm, probably just outside London or something. It's probably all been developed by now. It's all love in here, skill guest. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, this. Like, it doesn't... It doesn't sound like normal genre. Like, it sounds like it's doing its own thing. And it sounds to me like it's got those elements like all from old school tracks, which to me, you know, it's like a... what do you call it? I always forget that word. Things that remind you of the good times. I always forget the word. Oh, is that the core game one? Yeah. No, it does sound pretty good though, Scott. There's no harsh frequencies. And the piano ducks quite a lot, but I think that just adds to this sort of like a rounded, soft feel to the whole track. I really like it. Like, it's turned quite low, but it sounds... I can hear everything. It's actually, you've done a top job on that. And I love the vibe of it. It's not just a house music track or a techno track. It's something different. That's quality, that, mate. Alex Y. Head 5, feel the groove. Right, we're going to listen to Micro Thorn next. What was it called again? Next time. There it is. More. Like this. Space there. And some emotion, you know. Imagine it's snowing right now. Little screechy squelchy sounds at the end there. It was yeah, pretty interesting, that one. I like that. What's going on? Yeah, well done, that's good. Thanks for sending it, and thanks Kane, Scott, for sending that. Yeah, they were two nice tracks, like different to not what I was expecting to hear tonight. It's quite chill. There's quite a chill thing going on. What's this next one? I am Citizen A. I am. It's just how it's happened again. Done a bit of my own, and now I'm listening to what else is occurring in the producer's fingers. Head High, Feel the Groove. Oh wait, I think I know Head High. It's not that drum and bass anthem, is it? Which one is it? Are you there? Alex Y, are you in the chat? To confirm which one it is. One sec. Okay, DJC as well. Yeah. Yes, I can, Susan. Let's have a listen. Oh, the track is very church instrument because it won't let me say the actual. Oh wait, is it chat? Text chat won't just let you say organ. Is this true? Yes or no? I can say organ. I just typed organ. Can everyone see the word organ? Funky. Really? Is it just blank? Or is there a word there instead? Nothing came up at all. Whoa. That's weird, isn't it? Okay. There's lots of weird things in this world. You just have to carry on. Don't overthink it. There's probably some simple explanation. Private, send it, Instagram at me, my link's on my bio, or, TikTok DM, maybe? Oh, you can't do TikTok DM, because it is weird, isn't it? So yeah, Instagram DM, and I'll monitor the inbox. trouble. There we go. This is double trouble. I thought it was double trouble then. Some of my tracks. Yeah. That was cool. Yeah. I have funky house. I think I prefer funky house overall than just kind of normal house. But yeah, it's good. It's got a good sound. I liked how I think house music works. No offense, I don't usually listen to house music, but I can work with it. I can get on with stuff. It's like one of those kinds of music where it goes in the background, kind of like ambient music, but at the same time in my head I'm imagining being in a bar and having a nice social moment with people, you know. It's kind of got that use. But yeah, I don't know that much about house, really. It's not my specialty. But yeah, I do like it. Thanks for sharing it with us, Citizen A. And that's amazing for 6 months. You've only been producing for 6 months. That's really good. Very good. Yeah, I like that. Can we listen to some of your tracks? Yes, we'll get around to that. SoundCloud for DJC. We did. We did have DJC just here, didn't we? I'm sure we did. DJC people. Is that you, Tom? What should I play? You did tell me just, the drum and bass mix version 2. Oh, that's not you. Sorry. Boom, 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 boom. What? Sorry, is it DJC production? The profile's below. Just DJC. Struggling to find it. I did Google it, didn't I? This one. But then it takes you here. Oh no, here we go. Okay.
Once upon a time, a few mistakes ago, I was in your sights. You got me alone. You found me. You found me. You found me. I guess you didn't care, and I guess I liked that. And when I felt hard, you took a step back. Without me, without me, without me. And he's long gone when he's next to me. And I realize the blame is on me. 'Cause I knew you were trouble when
One thing I would say is the vocal sounds like it needs pitched up 1 semitone, maybe 2. But I like the ding ding ding. I like the everything else.
Shame on me now. Moving to places and never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble.
Nice.
I'll never see you cry. Pretend he doesn't know that he's the reason why you're drowning, you're drowning.
Nice little remix. Yeah, it's just the vocal. Just a little bit. What did you make it in? Can you up the pitch of the vocal by like 1 semitone? It just sounds like it needs to be. Yeah. Oh, copy. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get copyright hit on SoundCloud, because they have tune detection and stuff now. Nice drop though, yeah. It's like good structure overall, yeah. Good remix. Or bootleg. Oh dear. Good idea. I would pitch the rest of your tune down then, if you can. I suppose if you're in audio that might be difficult, but it's good though. You drop it in the club. Hey up, Jack. I didn't know you could actually pitch the vocal down. I didn't know you could get away with it that easily. I'll have to try that. I did a remix of Reet Petite. I uploaded this to this reminds me of Happy Hardcore a bit, with the chord progression and the piano, so I like it. Should pitch it up instead, make it chipmunk. DJ Music Production sent me music play ×5. Thank you very much. I'm new to this. So I did Reet Petite, and I uploaded this. I played this too violent. I played this at the festival that I'm a resident at, and this got flagged on SoundCloud. I couldn't offer it anywhere for a download because they all have content ID check these days, but it's at the pitch of the original, so it's probably why. Like YouTube comments tags the original or one of the owners. So this is what this sounds like. Oh no. Baby's crying.
Well, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, ooh, wee. Look at that, look at that, look at that, ooh, wee.
I might have to go in a minute.
Well, she's so fine, fine, fine. She's so fine, fine. She's so fine, and she's so fine, fine, fine.
Yeah, gotta go. Just wait for the drop. Need headphones to hear the bass. Right. It's been an awesome live stream, everyone. Thanks everyone for sending me tunes. Hope to be on again tomorrow, but I've got a baby crying, so I've got to go. Cheers, guys. See you in a bit.